Hello guys, so today I have another MRE review for you, and today we're going to be taking a look at menu number 18, Beef Ravioli and Meat Sauce. Now this MRE was packaged by MRE, and it also was packaged on the 30th day of 2014, so fairly recent. So yeah, let's get started. Let's open it up. So here we have all the contents. So here's our entree, beef ravioli. Looks like on this one we get the cardboard sleeve instead of the box. Corn nuggets. These have 270 calories. Also packaged by MRE. Our accessory packet. With gum. A moist towelette. We get Splenda sweetener instead of sugar. Salt. We have our coffee. Non-dairy creamer. And our roll of toilet paper. We also got some raisins. We got a white wheat snack bread. Lemon lime flavored fruit powder. This one is 130 calories. Cheese spread with bacon. And this one has 180 calories. Oh, we got 2 packets of pepper sauce instead of Tabasco. Our brown MRE plastic spoon. Our flameless ration heater, or FRH. And lastly, our hot beverage bag. Alright, so that's pretty much it for the contents. Let's get started. Alright, so I decided I'm going to start off with the coffee and then the entree. What we're going to do, we're going to take our hot beverage bag. Going to pour in our instant coffee. Creamer. And our Splenda sweetener. Now we're just going to add about 6 ounces of water. Just get all the air out now. And we give it a good shake to mix it all up. And there we go. I think it's good enough. I'll just do a little bit more. Alright, that's good enough now. Okay, and now let's take a look at the entree. So here we have our beef ravioli and meat sauce. It has 280 calories. So what we're going to do, we're going to take our flameless ration heater, tear it open, So first off, what I'd like to do is put in the coffee, since we're also going to heat it up. It can be a little bit of a hassle to get in. So, coffee goes on one side of the heater, and the entree goes on the other. So what you want to do is lift them up a little, just above the filling line. So now we place some water, start overfilling it. Yes. Oh, we still need a little bit more water. And it looks like we got enough. Now, put this back down. And close it up. Make sure this doesn't want to go in. Alright, we got it. So now we're just going to let this stand for a little while and take a look at the other side dishes. Alright, so now moving on to the side dishes. We're going to start off with the corn nuggets. Get this notch at the top. Here's the oxygen absorber. And it looks like they're corn nuts, basically. Alright. They still look okay. Still look fresh. So now we're going to move on to the cranberries. These are 190 calories. Also packaged by Miracle. So what we're going to do is turn this notch at the top. For a few of them. Alright. Lastly, we have the wheat snack bread. This one's packaged by Sterling Foods and it has 200 calories. Came out nicely. Still looks fresh. Slightly moisty. Looks good. So what we're going to do now, we're going to take the cheese spread with bacon. This one has 180 calories, I believe. Packaged by Thermopack. Still out in Georgia. So before we open it, we're going to knead it up a little. Make sure it's all nice and even. And we're going to tear it right here. And so we're just going to pour a little bit on it. And, yeah. I think that's pretty much it for the side dishes. Now, let's move on to the drink. So we're going to take our lemon lime fruit powder. This one needs 12 ounces of water, or half a canteen cup. Again, this has 130 calories and is packaged by Giannis Brothers Packaging Company, Kansas City. So, tear it at the notch. Going to pour it in here. Going to add a glass of water. We're going to mix it up a little bit for about 30 seconds or so, maybe, and a little bit less. And it looks like that's enough. Looks like it's good. Alright, so I think now it's time to take a look at the entree. Alright, so I'm back. Now we're going to be taking a look at the entree and the coffee. And before I go over this, I don't know if you noticed, but when I was putting everything in, a lot of water was leaking. I think the flameless ration heater had a hole in the bottom, so some of it did leak. However, it still feels like it did warm up enough, so hopefully it's still good enough to eat. So I'm just gonna send it up. Let's take the coffee out first. Still feels nicely warm. It's not lukewarm, it's a little bit better, so I think it should be good. Let's pour it. And, oh, looks like it came out quite nicely. Alright, now let's take a look at the entree. Beef ravioli. So, let me dry it up a bit. Well, this one feels really warm. Let me just knead it up a little bit. Make it all evenly warm. Alright, that's good enough. And so this one appears to tear at the side rather than the top. Let me dry it off first. Push it down a little bit. Just give me a moment. It's still a little bit wet. Ah, there we go. Alright. So now let's just pour it in here. And for all the food you didn't get out, we're going to take our spoon, get all the food that's still inside the pouch, and hopefully that's pretty much it. Here's the beef ravioli. Alright, so now that we got everything together, let's give it a try. So first off, we're going to start with the entree, the beef ravioli. And it came out very nicely. Little squares of ravioli with meat and tomato sauce. Looks tasty. Let's give it a try. Tastes really good. For an MRE, this still tastes pretty fresh. Meat still has some good flavor to it. Same with tomato sauce. Overall, seems pretty good. Still came out warm enough, so it's really good, enjoyable to eat. Alright, so let's move on to the side dishes. First off, we're going to look at the wheat snack bread. I'm going to take it apart first without the cheese. Still tastes good. It's not really dry. And the wheat snack bread is usually dry, but for how it is right now, it's still pretty good. Still pretty decent. It actually tastes good. Alright, so now let's try one without the cheese. I mean with the cheese. Tastes good. Cheese gave a nice flavor to it. And we're going to move on to the corn nuggets, or corn nuts, however you want to call them. Still pretty fresh. Pretty flavorful. Let's give it a try. Tastes really good. Salty, kind of like any corn nuts. But overall, still really fresh, so I guess that's what makes it good. Alright then, now lastly we got the cranberries. Still look pretty fresh, pretty colorful. It's really good. Really sweet. Still have a lot of flavor to them. Still tastes pretty fresh. So, it's good. I really like these. Now, I'm gonna move on to the coffee. Tastes okay. It's a little bit less than warm, around a little bit lukewarm, but overall, still tastes the same. I mean, it's instant coffee. There's not much to expect about it, but for what it is, it's not bad. Next, we have the lemon lime beverage powder. This one came out nicely. Mixed it up really well. So, let's give it a try. This one's really good. Tastes just like Gatorade. So, came out nicely. Really glad about that. Alright then, so I guess it's pretty much, that was pretty much it. Apparently this MRE, the accessory packet, didn't actually come with matches. It's the first time I've ever seen that. And same with the pepper sauce, it actually came inside the accessory packet. I've never seen that either. And then we got two instead of one. Other than that, the MRE tastes pretty good. I mean, it's pretty fresh. I think it's still from this year, like I mentioned earlier in the video. So everything tastes really great. Nothing to complain about this time, other than the water was leaking out of the ration heater. But other than that, everything tastes great, and yeah, not much else to say about it. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please click like, give it a leave a comment, and if you want to, subscribe. Other than that, thank you for watching, and have a good one. Later.